Hello Aries, and welcome to your 2025 yearly Zodiac reading. This is for those with Aries placements in Sun, Moon, Rising, and even Venus. So if you know your natal chart, please go to the corresponding video. And if I'm nice to you, I'll have linked a natal reader into the description box down below, as well as the decks we are using and the timestamps for the different months. Apologies if I have forgotten any of that. Alrighty. So let's look at January for you, Aries. We're going to start off with your overall energy. We have co-create, regeneration, chaos and conflict, and soulmates. Okay. This feels like a comeback period. Which in a way makes sense. New year, new you. But I mean, it's more than that. Regeneration. You're still getting over hurdles, things still from 2024. And I don't mean, you know, the hangover that you may have from New Year's. It's not what I mean. Okay. And what's great is we have love here for you. Maybe that did not go so well for you in 2024. Relationships, how you interact in them. So this is a clean slate, as it were. Is everything solved? No. Not even close. But we're getting better. Okay, when it comes to love for January, the cards will stop sticking together. We have honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Yeah. New year, new you. 2024, like I said, it is rough. You're still sorting. You're still figuring things out. And for a lot of you, you're going to be manifesting a soulmate this year. At the same time, 2024 might have been a year where you broke up with somebody or separated from somebody. Whether that means you were divorced or you stopped dating a person, you moved out, you're not living in the same space as somebody. And there's a recoup time. There's a time to bounce back. And holidays are always hard, especially for those of us that don't have loved ones, or, you know, don't have a partner per se, a significant other, simply because a lot of holidays tend to highlight that you are alone. Okay, but working on self is fantastic, and this is always great for reminders when it comes to love. When you carry the vibration of love, you attract love, co-create, soulmates. Yes, it's what we want. At the same time, it's good to take care of ourselves, be honest with ourselves, our needs, our wants, and it's best to sort that out. To see where you are, who you want to be, what you need on your own before someone else shows up and you're trying to juggle another person. Okay, your career. Ooh, that's nice. We have the honey pot. Huh. We have the Two of Cups is showing up for you. For career, okay. For a lot of you, that means you're throwing yourself into work. Work becomes a higher priority for you. Okay, feels like for some of you, part of the new you is you have switched jobs. That's one of the things that changed. It's part of your regeneration. Probably part of your separation. Firing or just leaving a job that did not suit. So you're connecting with a new one. Okay. Friends to be found through work as well. And for a small percentage of you, love that might have a potential through work. Okay. And your finances. Change. It says there's change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes to see change, you must be the change. Yeah. Especially for those of you that are starting a new job, you might feel like you're failing at it, or for those of you that are also throwing yourself into a job that you've had for a while, well, being more focused and concentrating differently at work does have an effect. You might realize you're getting more done, but it may not feel like it. Also, your attitude at work might change. You're gonna see that your workflow is a little bit more compatible. Your attitude even. Less stress. Hey, wouldn't that be nice? Your boss notices, okay. They've got it. They know what they're doing. They can handle more. They've got their flow state. It'll be easier. They know how to, orchestrate everything, even with the curveballs. That's fantastic, and that's interesting that this card wanted to move. We're going to get into your advice. We have the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, some of you, you might, unfortunately, hide away from connections if there is still hurt present. But at the same time, that's the advice. Don't run away from connections. Be willing to entertain the idea of someone. Be willing to connect with someone. Act as if your partner is here. Okay, so there's a preparedness, being asked to be okay on your own, but being open to receive, to being in that vibration. Why? Because you have co-create here. You have the power to put energy out there to help manifest, to help draw things near, to tell the universe what you want and hopefully get it. Now for February, Aries, we have a clean it up and imagine. Okay. Ooh. I'm hearing toxic words. Ooh. Whether this is directed at a person or, more importantly, your own inner monologue. This is actually a very important. Because let's face it, if you're nasty towards somebody, whether they deserve it or not, you may not be exercising your highest self. And that might not be the wisest choice. But at the same time, when it comes to your inner monologue, tends to be more important than anything else. Because you're with yourself all the time. And how you view yourself, perceive yourself, how you speak to yourself sets your tone. It sets your mood. It sets your reality. So sorting through your own thoughts, doing your own shadow work, going ahead and upping your vibration, setting your attitude, setting your intentions, as well as fixing what you see for your reality, your dreams, your hopes, your ability to see yourself there. That's a big one. And this might actually be what you're working on for the month of February, since it's so prominent. I'm hearing toxic words again. Sorry, but I have to say it. Okay, so yes, be mindful of what you say to yourself, how you speak to yourself. Remember, thoughts become things. And you internally dictate how your reality is on the outside. So if you're nasty to yourself in your head, you can't expect others to treat you better if that's how you treat yourself. Just as a reminder. Okay, now we're going to get into your love. Oh, and they're pointing it out that it's card 33. Hopefully my camera's picking that up. If it's not, I'm so sorry. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Okay. Yeah, toxic words. Okay. I'm kind of getting it now. Because if we're naysaying a connection or a possibility, or that anyone would be interested in us, anyone would want us, or that, you know, anything like that would be self-sabotage. So avoid that. I love you. These are powerful words. Be authentic, be real, and true to who you are and how you feel. Okay, we have a little bit of a people-pleasing energy showing through. And just so you realize, Aries, that even though this is coming through as a single person, this applies all over the place when it comes to love. The friends that we love, the family members that we love, and those that are prospective potential partners. It's all love. They're just different types of love. So just because this may read more as you looking for love, as in a potential partner, does not mean that does not apply to, hey, you just said something really rude to your mom. And there's friction in your relationship, and you need to be open and honest with how you feel and how you think, and you know, clear the air, get it off your chest. Realize that it's fixable. Realize that it's not your problem, it's not their problem, it's both of your problems. It's a relationship. It's double-sided. There's more than one of you. So there's some, I guess you could say, emotional maturity, or just maturity in general that is available here. I'm hearing yes. Okay. Career. All right, we have the Seven of Wands. You're hanging in there. You're still plugging away. You're still carrying on. And okay, we're reading what's on the card. He climbed and he climbed and he climbed, and as he climbed, he sang a little song to himself. Okay. And maybe that's how you hang in on your day. You make it through the day, even when it's tough. You hum a tune, you whistle something, you have the radio on. Maybe this is how you keep up your rhythm, keep your vibration higher. You make sure things don't run you down quite so much, because you find a way to try and have fun. That's nice. Finances. We have the Rider card. Words are magic. Use them to manifest more abundance. Remember when I said toxic words? Self-sabotage, people. Okay. Blogger, content writer, book writer, or any creative writing career. Your words have power to influence and share your gift with the world. Okay. That's an interesting thing. Toxic words. Okay. Yeah. I know I covered your inner monologue. I covered dealing with other people. But in the work situation, yes, please be mindful of your words and realize they are both a good thing and a bad thing. Words have power. Words have energy. And this is probably why the Clean It Up card came out with the Imagine, and the first thing I heard was toxic words. It's because we're dealing with it this month in various forms. So, yes, If you're not nice to yourself and you're in a monologue, no one else should be nice to you. If you're mean to somebody, don't expect them to be always reciprocal in using their higher self when you're not, and everything to be hunky-dory. Okay. That might be a little difficult. And this is someone else doing this to you in your workplace. Just be mindful of using your higher self when you speak. So you might have to do a little bit of editing. I'm not saying to lie. Remember, we have be authentic over here, even if that's in your love section. Remember, when you communicate to somebody that you interact with, you need to express some amount of understanding and compassion. Even if that means that you just understand that that's just how they see things. And there's nothing you can do about it. Alright, your advice. We have the Devil and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Toxic words. That's our phrase for the month of February, Aries. Toxic words. Yes, when you come across toxic words, whether it's to yourself or someone else, they're doing it to you, bad situation, sometimes it's just best to leave it. Whether that means leave it alone and edit yourself, leave the situation. Okay, so that's using discretion. Of, okay, am I going to entertain this in the attitude and vibration that it shows up in, or am I just going to separate myself from it? So here's another reminder for you. Just because somebody gets in your face and says something nasty does not mean you have to meet them at their vibration. Doesn't mean that you have to lower yourself to their frequency, to their attitude, to their problem, and vice versa. Okay, I'm gonna look at March, Aries. Let's see what you have really quick for your overall energy. We have Fork in the Road and Milk and Honey in the reverse. Okay. So right away we're facing choices when things are not going well. And that's in all aspects of life. Not just money, not just health, not just love. This is everywhere. Anytime anything goes wrong or you feel that you are lacking in any way, there's always a choice. All you have to do is decide what to do. Okay. Fork in the road is kind of like a crossroads. It's number 13. Death energy. Change. Yes, make a change. Okay. Plethora. Oh, wow. Okay. That's an interesting word choice they just gave me. Plethora, which means multiple, as in a lot. So time and time again, it seems like, for the month of March, you're going to be offered choices. Things that maybe you aren't liking or don't need or are offered that may not be the greatest. You always have the choice on what to do with it. How do you respond? What direction do you want to go in? So plethora, you're going to have multiple instances where you're going to have to make a choice. Now remember, not making a choice is still a choice. However, you can't complain about the results or the consequences of choosing not to choose. All right. All right, Aries, your love. We have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Okay, I can kind of see where this is going to be choices in this. Because let's face it, for those of us that are single, yes. Do you want an actual love partnership, or do you just want a one-night stand? Are you wanting to do the whole date thing, or you just want to jump right to the hanky-panky and you know, deal with the fallout of whether or not it's a lasting relationship because it wasn't built correctly. Remember, consider your foundation. And this also means that for some of just even your regular family, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, there's certain aspects that, yes, do stand the test of time. But when things maybe aren't so great, you always have to come back to, okay, how do we fix this? How do we make it work? Choices. Our career, we have the Two of Wands. I find that interesting. Here we have Fork in the Road, which is the Two of Wands energy. It's being faced with choices and deciding where to go. What's out there? What do we need? Do we need to go that way? Do we need to go this way? What are we taking with us? What are we leaving behind? And where are we going and when? So right here, this feels like in our career, we're just coasting. And for those of us that are maybe thinking about moving careers, changing departments, going up for, you know, job offerings, whatnot, those choices, you may be a little slow to make them. You might actually be undecided. Okay, so take that as it resonates, Aries. Remember, this is a general reading, and I'm reading for more than just your sun sign. It's sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Now your finances. We have parenthood. Oh yes. Healing your inner child will help you make money. Caregiver, teacher, pediatrician, or any career centered on children. Don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. Helper. Think before you offer help. Set healthy time boundaries. Cashier, sales rep, call center, or any field where you are able to assist others. Make sure your goals are yours and not someone else's. The Rebel. Limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. System buster, entrepreneur, or teacher teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. The Office. Delegating more can help you increase your earnings. Secretary, staff assistants, office manager, any job working in an office. Think of the greater good than oneself to achieve a better outcome. Yeah. So with our finances, you got a lot going on in the background. And there's a lot of things that play in to all the hats you wear. And it seems like there's going to be probably a lot of unsolicited advice. Let's put it that way. And that's not just from outsiders. That's not just from friends. That's from family. And some of your children might actually have birthdays in the month of March. Okay. Unsolicited advice. Yeah, you might have somebody that tries to interfere with that. Tries to overstep their bounds in the sake of helping orchestrate probably a birthday party from the sounds of it. And for those of you that actually do work, you might actually literally work in an office as one of these items listed on this card. So finances that you work with are not just your own private finances. It's literally the finances for the business. Maybe you're an accountant, like I said. Maybe you're a cashier, whatever, sales clerk. Maybe you work on commission, and that's a big thing. Needing to be helpful, but at the same time there's a little bit of a competitive edge. Okay, that's interesting. All right, Aries, your advice. We have the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So yeah. This is where you use your own heart, your own intuition over here with the Knight of Cups. Love. Love endures. Okay. Whether that's something you love doing, you love having, you love connecting with. As much as we can be illogical about everything, when we see what we need to see and we find problems, believe it or not, it's our heart and our intuition that often will lead us in the correct direction. Love endures. So be mindful of why you're making choices. Is it all logical based? Or is it logical and then, oh, well, that makes my heart sing too, so I'll do that. Huh. Okay, King of Swords. For the unsolicited advice, yeah, as much as you'll probably have some wise words from other people, it may cause some struggle or conflict with you. Be aware that as much as they are helpful and have good intentions, it's just advice. It is not a sure thing to stick to. Ultimately, the choice is yours. So, yeah, taking the advice of somebody with more experience doesn't always mitigate your own knowledge, your own thoughts, your own feelings. So, as much as we consider and weigh the options, that does not mean it's an automatic thing of, oh, well, you said this, so I have to do that. Why? Because you're my dad. I have no clue who I just tapped into, but fine. Here we go, Aries. We're going to get into April now. All that glitters. Now, that is a wonderful card. That is abundance. That's high vibration. That's happiness. You know, that's your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's fabulous because that means things are going great. Things are going well. Things are looking up. So we're going to go right into our love. We have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. New love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And my cards are wanting to stick together. There we go. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. The union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. And that's funny because I'm seeing flashes of cats. An orange tabby and then a gray tabby. Huh. Okay. So some of you are just showing an animal love. Purity of love. Purity of innocence, I suppose that would be. Oh, spiritual as well. Cats are spiritual when it comes to gifts. Connecting with that. And loving that animal. Alright. But for a lot of you, that's just you really going to the basics of, okay, if you want to embody love, remember what that feels like, enjoy it. You know, cats are calming, cats are nice. Any pet, whether it's a dog, you know, whichever that is for you. Sometimes it doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes you just need to love somebody else. And that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a human. It doesn't mean it has to be in a romantic way. It just has to be an honest way. A true connection. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Okay, my lovelies, my camera did stop on me, so I apologize for the cutaway. But, yeah, as much as I'm seeing cats and animals, if you forget what it is to love or need a reminder of love, it doesn't have to be human. It's always great to just embody that energy. And pets are awesome that way. Like I said, cat, dog, doesn't matter. It's just upping the vibration, upping the frequency. Being in that state. And that in a way does stack the deck, because when you are in an abundant state and you're wanting more abundance, you're wanting more love, being in that energy, and finding ways to express it, to be in that energy, you know, doing the things you love, showing love to somebody else, showing love to yourself, you know, it all counts. And that does help you with laws of attraction, that does help you with co-creation, that helps you with manifestation. For those of you wanting someone new to show up. And self-love is a big thing. So, being able to then show that to another, or as a reminder of, hey, you need to love yourself, you need to take care of yourself. Remembering an innocent love, a pure love, can sometimes jog your memory a little bit. Pets are great that way. Now, career, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, work, not so great. Things are making us not so happy, maybe not so upset. If we come home and, you know, we snuggle our kitty cat instead of dwell on the bad things that are happening at work. Okay, so things are a little on the outs on that front. And that might explain why we're snuggling with a pet. We're refilling our cup. We've had a hard day at work. We've punched a time clock. Things are not so great, not so hunky-dory. But we come home, and there's our dog. Standing at the door, doing the whole butt wiggle. Their tails just wagging away. They're happy to see us. So, climbing on the couch and snuggling with your dog, it is a bright spot. It's gold. It's treasure. That helps us refill our cup. That also helps remind us is it doesn't always have to be so difficult. So when things go wrong elsewhere, you know, we have the energy to support ourselves. That's interesting. Shift, taking your career in a totally different direction. Have the courage to change course, continue to grow, change and learn. You can reach the end of the route where you cannot continue to travel. Spirituality, use money magic spells to increase wealth and prosperity. Spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, or anything in the occult. You're being guided to discover your unique spiritual path right now. Okay. So things might be uncomfortable for a reason. It is probably highlighting the things that aren't meant to stay, or that it's throwing you off, just so you sit in something that you don't want to eventually get you to move. In the previous months, we had the fork in the road card. So if there are certain choices, especially for career, you haven't made yet, then this might be the month where that comes to fruition. I know the saying is not all that glitters is gold, but at the same time, when we up our frequency with our little love section here, we attract a whole bunch of stuff, including the right path. So maybe that's opening up for you. Shift. Pay attention to where things are out of sorts. See maybe where you got a choice or an opportunity available for you. And it could be something simple, literally simple when it comes to your finances. Maybe the position you're in at work sucks now, but there's might be something else that you can apply for at the same place that not only lets you tap into a deeper level, makes you a little bit more complete when it comes to your soul health as well as your wallet. That's abundance in a different way. That's prosperity in a different way. Remember, abundance doesn't always have to be money. Someone, though, is actually going to probably end up leaving this month their job because it's unpleasant to start a tarot reading business. I'm just hearing tarot reader. That's interesting. I like that. I like that idea. Unfortunately, I don't have a strong Aries placement, so that is not me, but that'd be interesting if it was. Okay, and our advice, High Priestess in the reverse. Beware of limits, of keeping yourself stuck. Don't get stuck in a vibration. Remember, you are limitless. You have great potential. There's abundance and high vibration everywhere. Remember to use your intuition. Don't ignore it. When things feel off, pay attention. If things are draining you, pay attention. And when things are free-flowing, and refill your cup. Just like going home and snuggling with your cat, or, you know, petting your dog. Pay attention to things that light you up. The things that fulfill you. Remember, abundance comes in different forms. And your energy, your vibration is a currency. And that's a little bit too important to squander. So make sure it's on things that you love, things that you enjoy, things that make it worth it, that fill your cup. That way you can always have this, all that glitters. So you can always have things that are golden, things that are abundant and prosperous. Okay, we're going to get into May, Aries. Here we go. We have mending. Poised. And exchanging gifts. Okay. So some of you, this is literally, you're working on yourself. You're setting yourself up better in a more balanced way. Your give and take isn't all over the place. Whether that's your stress level, your energy level, your boundaries just being out of whack. What's even better is you've healed yourself enough that now you're ready. You can give again. So for those of you looking for love, this might actually be a better love month. Because you have the time, the energy, the heart space to do it. You are ready. Okay. Look at this. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. And that very much is a good piece of advice, regardless of who you're dealing with. But more importantly, yourself. We have the mending card here. Remember, self-love is the most important thing. And it's really difficult to love others and express love to others if we are broken or if we don't like who we are. That's why putting ourselves back together, finding out who we are, how to be authentic, is how we're ripe to interact with others in a loving, compassionate manner. Choose love. Yes, always choose love. Love yourself. Find those you love. Even if you can't love somebody, remember to love yourself in the situation by not making it hard on yourself. Remember, there has to be an equal give or take. So if you're meeting and interacting with people and that's not the case, where it's a beneficial exchange, and I don't mean you're taking advantage, I mean it's an equal give and take. There's reciprocal energy. There we go. Not reciprocity. We're going to go with reciprocal energy instead. But yeah, it's worth it. Now, career. Ooh. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay. things actually going rather quickly. And this might be also what you're mending yourself from. This isn't always, you know, love hazards. If you're swamped at work, if you're working overtime, you know, if you're getting run ragged, just whatever, throwing curveballs, you know, sometimes your body has to rest. Mending is not just the spiritual sense. It's not just the relationships sense. It's also the physical. Because when we're exhausted, sorry, but you're going to go face down in the B-dip at some point, sooner or later. So beware of exhaustion. You might need more rest, time to recoup. That way you're ready to go again and give to what you need to. You know, mind that energy. All right. Finances. Work smart. Are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally, to start with a clean palette. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and put some money aside. Perfection. Give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You will never get ahead if you don't overcome the fear of failure. You are enough and you have what it takes to improve your finances. Yeah, if you are working yourself ragged on purpose, incurring that overtime, or just putting way too much in, over investing, remember, equal give and take. An equal energy exchange. So if you're working yourself like a dog, if you're, you know, working yourself to the bone, you know, you're that workhorse and try to be the little engine that could, but you're still making the same pay, and you're breaking your body doing it. You're stressing yourself out. Is it really worth the payout at the end? Work smarter, not harder. So now that I said that, work smarter, not harder. So beware of how you're actually working at work. If things are fast paced, things are going on. You know, I'm not saying cut corners, but at the same time, being smart about what you're trying to do and make it easier is more beneficial than rushing through it, having everything screwed up, or you know, making the higher ups, the boss, etc., displeased. Also, because we have perfectionism here for finances, as much as we aim for certain goals, and we may not always meet that. If we're overworking, we're working harder, not smarter. Why? Because we're wanting everything to be such high quality, to the point where we're slowing ourselves down. It may not be the best outcome either. Don't overwork in the sense of touching the same thing 5 times due to perfectionism. That prevents the payout. Equal energy exchange. Work smarter, not harder, but at the same time, don't procrastinate. But don't, how do I want to put that? Overindulge and obsess about the quality work. You know, don't have an OCD moment, if I can call it that. Advice, Empress. Yeah. This is a nurturing card. As much as it's a creation card, like I said, perfectionism. We have that OCD I warned you about. So as much as that's something to be aware of and hopefully avoid, work smarter, not harder. But nurture yourself. This is the Empress. This is, you know, the Mother card. This is somebody who nurtures, takes care of. And you really need to take care of yourself at this time. Mind your own boundaries, but mind your energy level. Mind what you give yourself to. Choose love, remember? Make sure that it's well worth whatever you give your energy to. Whether that's a person, whether that's work, you know, creative projects, etc. Make sure it's well worth it. All right, Aries. We are finally to June. We have Between Worlds in the reverse, Building Blocks in the reverse, Observer in the reverse, No Place Like Home in the reverse, Orphaned in the reverse, and Breathe in the reverse. Okay. What is going on with you for June? Okay. Things may feel like they're not looking up. Not falling together. Let's put it that way. But you're not by yourself, so don't overstress. There's help. Just hearing there's help. Okay. So what that means, you're purposely demolishing things, you got help. Even on the things that you don't see. Okay. That's interesting. Because usually a message like this is definitely spiritual, but at the same time, you may not see things of how they're coming together, and you may not be aware of how it may appear that things are not coming together, even though you do have help behind the scenes. So that's the reason why you're not stressing it out. So pay closer to attention just to see how the puzzle pieces come together. I'm hearing Legos. How they connect. Okay. Okay. We'll go with that. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Yeah. And in a way, this feels like a distractive energy right up here. So as much as like attracts like, well, if you're distracted, then it's going to be a little hard to mind your vibration. So that's definitely a wise piece of advice right there. Maintain your vibration. But what is your vibration? Are you getting distracted and you're forgetting what you want to embody? What you are trying to attract? What you are trying to build? What are you trying to maintain? What are you not looking at? It's not like you don't have help. And it's not like you need to stress. But at the same time, it might be wise to pay more attention to it. Now, for your career, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Fool in the reverse, the Hermit in the reverse, and the Page of Wands. Ha! Yeah, distraction. There's help. There's help. There's literally help, and it shows up here with the Hermit in the reverse. Something goes sideways. Something sours here. There's an issue at work. But there's help. There's people to help. And what's great is that they're Page of Wands. People who are very motivated. Very, able to, that go-getter attitude. To try and invent and find solutions. Okay. So if there's something that falls apart, remember, there's always somebody out there who has a different perspective or viewpoint that you don't have. Two heads are better than one. Four eyes are better than two. There's always somebody out there who might actually be able to troubleshoot the exact problem you got. Why? Because they're going to be able to see something that you don't, and they're going to take the initiative to make sure that there is a solution and that it works. Okay, finances, activation. You are activating your soul purpose and receiving gifts. Awaken your soul and tap into the ancestral memory or inner wisdom. Focus too much on the material world instead of the spiritual world. Distraction. Too much of the material, the 3D world versus the spiritual. Easy does it. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Remember the troubleshooting. Distractions. Careful not to get involved with any get-rich-quick schemes. Windfall. You're about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. Money is currently in the positive cycle. This is a great time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. Yeah, very much. You're very much money focused, so much that you're very all work, no play. The spiritual side kind of falls away a little bit as a result. Passwords. Change passwords. Okay. When was the last time you changed your password? When it comes to money, you know, that bank account, that one site you like to shop at all the time, that has your card information, etc. Like if it has your credit card attached to it, whatnot. When was the last time you changed all your passwords? Might want to do that. Okay. Advice. We have the 5 of Swords in the reverse, the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Sometimes the reason why you see no big risk or no big conflict on something that might be slightly detrimental is because you literally don't see it. You can't see the leaves for the trees. You know, you're distracted. Distraction. Okay. That's interesting. We didn't get the devil card that came out and already from the deck we're using in that area. But we have distractions. Still got distractions. Okay. Whether we're intentionally distracting ourselves or not is another matter, but beware distractions for the month of June, Aries. Alright, Aries. Hopefully you're still with me. We're going to step into July. Peace! Aha! So, a little bit of a calm after the storm, or at least we found our center. That's nice. Oh, and I'm hearing rejuvenation. Okay. So, perhaps we're finding peace because we're putting certain things into practice. New healthcare routine, eating better, sleeping better. You know, we're cutting out screen time. I'm hearing people. Okay. So, all right. Well, that's even better. If we cut out people that are toxic, well, we have more peace, right? We have more harmony, right? We have energy to birth new things, to put it towards other things that are more important because we're not stressed out about toxic people quite so much. Okay, love. We have treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Aww. And that's a good reminder. Mother's Day. No, Mother's Day's not in July. You're still saying Mother's Day. Okay. Perhaps some of you have a mother that has a birthday in July. Not birthday. Death. Okay. Maybe that's a reminder for some of you out there, and that's probably not going to be for everyone, so please take that as it resonates. Do your due diligence on that one. But at least a small percentage of you lost your mother in July, whether that is this year or in previous years. So that is a reminder that always when you have loved ones, your time is limited. Remember to honor them. Remember to spend time with them. Remember to love them. Remember to make memories and enjoy it. And that goes for family, that goes for significant others, that goes for friends, anyone that you have deep affection for. Whether you label that love or caring or any of that, appreciate them. That way you're always at peace, knowing that you have no regrets. Okay, we're going to leave that there. Career, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Eight of Cups also in the reverse. Interesting. So some uncomfortableness at work, but as much as that does not plague us, does not worry us, we're not removing ourselves from it either. We've made peace with it. It is what it is. That's what I'm hearing. It is what it is. I don't know, maybe you've got a coworker who always, no matter which day of the week it is, and no matter how good things are going, always comes in whining and complaining and never having a good time. And you've just chalked that up to, oh, well, that's just how they are. You know, that's how they live their life. That's the energy they embody all the time. You know, you could literally hand them stuff on a silver platter and they would sit there and complain that it's missing this and this and this. Okay. Write them off. Oh, okay, write them off. Yeah. You just accept, oh, it is what it is. That's just how they are. Peace. Yeah. Don't let other people disturb your peace. And let's face it, after you leave work, don't let that energy stick with you. Write them off at work, and then that way after work, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, finances. We have Gaia. Trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Protecting the planet, herbal, or working with nature in some way. Spend time with nature to be healed, soothed, and regrouped. Peace. Harmony. Nature. Yes. Remember, sometimes the best thing for your finances in order to gain peace and harmony and have a good time is literally go have a freaking picnic. Remember, this is going to be July. This is for the month of July. It's nice weather outside. Go enjoy it. Make memories. Comfort. Though you're not exactly rich, you may be living comfortably. You're entering the most comfortable period of your life. Your finances are stable and in balance. Caution. Use caution when making financial decisions. Careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs. More going out than coming in. Investment. Finances are looking good and growing. This is a great time to invest. Set a strong foundation and you will see fruits of your labor. Slow. Making slow progress, but you're getting there. Remember, slow and steady work leads to success that is sustainable. Time to stop putting things off for later when you need to do it now. Precarious. There have been a lot of ups and downs with your finances. Money coming in fast and going out just as quickly. Fast changes regarding money or unexpected turn of finances. Gossip. People are talking about you and what you're doing. Minimize drama and take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Your personal drama is getting in the way of your work. And I don't think this is so much your personal drama. This is gossip at work. Remember, write them off. Write them off. Whoever that is, just write them off. And it's interesting, you've got this kind of yo-yo effect of good finances, bad finances, changes, good, no, more coming in, no, it's all going out. So this month is a little bit of a roller coaster for you. Remember what I said? Sometimes it's really easy on your finances. Go out in nature. Go to the park. Sit on the bench. Sit in the sunlight. Bring some grapes. Feed the ducks. Remember what it's like to breathe fresh air. Go hiking. You know, it's just the gas to get there and maybe some trail mix, whatever. It's easy to do a lot with a little. And you can still make great memories like that. All right, we have advice. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We have it right here over in your career. The Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Huh. Yeah, things can be free and easy from drama, and that's all about what aspects you want to choose. You have the authority to choose differently. What direction do you want to go in? What attitude do you want to take? What memories do you want to make? What do you want to do? Not aside from what everyone else is doing. It's that whole gossip, that whole drama business. You can choose to engage, you can choose to ignore, you can choose just to be, you know, the fly on the wall. You want to save money? Fine. You have the option to do that. But you're also in the option to be comfortable while saving the money and still do things, to still make memories. It's all in how you play your cards. How do you control all the pieces on the board? That's an interesting month. I'm not saying it'll be perceived that way by you or anyone else with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, because it is kind of a bit of a roller coaster, but I would call that an interesting month. All right, Aries. We're to August. We have Yang, Treasure Island, and Here and Now. Yeah. Doing what you love, being in the moment, enjoying yourself. You know, good friends, good people, good food, you know, good eats. Being present, doing what you need to do, doing what you love, what you enjoy. Hopefully keeping your vibration steady. I'm hearing uncovering. Huh. Okay. So being present in the moment and that awareness that brings helps you uncover something important. You know what? I'm not going to read the energy that way. We're going to get up more of your cards. So for your love for August, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Yeah, many acts of love. Remember, Yang is our masculine. Okay, practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. And I'm hearing uncovering again. Yeah. You might actually rediscover or find things that are new, different. Maybe you're trying literally something new on the fly. Some spontaneity. Love is all around you. Maybe you never dreamed of trying something, and this is the month you try it and discover it's like one of the funnest, greatest things ever. Maybe it's a new hobby for you. Oh, and look at that. We have the Ten of Cups for our career. Yeah. Uncovering. Well, we've got a lot of blessings. We got a lot of joy. We got a lot of happiness coming in. Some great things. No wonder Treasure Island is here. Things are going well. And they're pointing out on this card how her skirt's turning and the twirling. Things are coming around. Wheel of Fortune. Yes, good fortune. Things coming your way. everything's working out well. It's just a cycle of goodness. Finances, labor, your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. Construction, maintenance, painting, or any kind of labor work. Don't be afraid of hard work. What lasts won't come easy. Yeah, in other words, stay present and just keep going at it. You're fine. It'll all come around in the end. You've got the whole cycle going. And it's funny because now they're pointing out all the circles on the life purpose card. You have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. Ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be a little grounded, centered, that be present. It'd be interesting what things do come about. You uncover. Designer, you're being called to tune into your individuality and express yourself. A career of fashion, art, or any artistic endeavor could be just for you. Get creative with your finances. Perhaps it is time to discover a new talent. Yeah, trying something new for the first time. Denial. Perhaps you're insisting that it would be something other than what it is. What are you refusing to see? It's better to live a truth than a lie. But you've been pulling up a false front to make money. It's time to remove that mask. Yeah. So some of you, this is a new job. Some of you, this is a new position. Others of you, yeah, you try something brand new and you're all about it. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Don't feed that to the ducks I mentioned earlier. Anyway, your advice. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Cups. Yeah. Don't think about the past. Be present here and now. Here and now. We're not focusing on the past. We're focusing on the present moment. We're not living in the future. We're living in the here and now. Don't let things just slide on by because you're too busy with your head stuck in the past. And don't live in the future because it's not here yet and you'll just stress yourself out. Here and now. Be present. Enjoy yourself. We have good times, good things coming. Enjoy. Alright, Aries. We are now to September. We have Thinker in the reverse. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, and they're pointing out that it is 44 for the card number. Appears something's got you out of sorts, a little destabilized. So we're gonna keep on going here with our cards. Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for a change. Listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is the way to show love. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Okay. This is interesting. You might do things out of a reflex. This is a pattern for you. Part of that can sometimes be a trauma response, it's a coping mechanism, or it's just something that we've been, taught because we don't know any better. So some of you are doing a little bit of shadow work. Or in this case, maybe even hiding from shadow work. You don't realize that you do this. And that means showing grace to yourself. Because when you have things that you don't like about yourself and you refuse to look at it, it takes a lot of self-compassion to literally show yourself enough leeway not to automatically reject it. And start looking at it and then start thinking through it to realize there's different ways and then start acting differently to correct yourself. And I'm hearing, said something without thinking. Okay. So some of you literally, coworker, friend, I'm hearing boss, ooh, said something without thinking. So maybe you said something a little careless. There might be a little backpedaling. All right, so we're gonna mind our words if we can. Or better yet, our filter. Just so we hopefully avoid any inconsiderate moments. All right. And career, we have togetherness in the reverse. Togetherness is a, I'll show it to you in the upright. Togetherness is an additional card in this deck. Yeah, you don't have some things together. And being able to interact in groups is not easy. People may not be getting along very well. In this case, if you literally said something without thinking to your boss, chances are work relationships might sour a little bit. And I get this, they keep pointing out the shell on this card. Listen to your heart. You're listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. There might be coworkers or people that you work with around you that are trying to tell you something and you're not hearing it. Remember when you're a kid, you pick up a shell, you put it to your ear, you hear the ocean? And it's like they're speaking, but it's kind of all muffled. You don't hear it. And of course that means not everyone's on the same page. Maybe you're missing part of the data. Maybe you're missing part of the important part that your coworker was trying to tell you or tried to engage with you with, whether that was something work related or private, and that doesn't end so well, because then you have to realize, oh, they were trying to tell me something about da 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 da, and I completely blanked it out. I didn't hear them. And that means you kind of have to go back and really show them that you do listen. That you don't just speak, that you do think, you do hear them, and you do consider their viewpoint. Okay. And finances, teacher. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You have learned much about money. It is time to put that into practice. And I'm hearing asking for help. Okay, so this might actually be pertaining to the coworker that was speaking to you. They were asking for help. You might have inadvertently blew them off or didn't explain things correctly. Disorganized. Okay, not cohesive. Don't have it together. Okay, didn't have all the facts or didn't have all the steps. Something lost in translation. Not well thought out. Unlike numbers, finances are easy. It's numbers. It's universal language. The rest, not so much. And apparently, the numbers make sense to you. The rest, it needs a little work. All right, advice. Did Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, needs a little work. Something is out of balance. Make sure that you're just speaking and hearing in equal measure. You know, you have two eyes to see, you have two ears to hear, and only one mouth to speak with. Get it together. Okay. Felt like a warning month, but that's how it goes. Okay, Aries, let's look at your October for 2025. Truth be told, flexible, chop wood, new life in the reverse, and serendipity. Huh. Okay. I'm hearing bend like tree. Flexible. Okay, when we're honest with things that need to go or cannot stay or just need to be omitted, avoided, etc. It's great to be able to be decisive, but at the same time, it's not going to appear in a way that is long planned. Serendipity, we got spontaneity here, but it's like big wind gust comes up and the tree just bend like tree. You know, sudden things happen and you got to be honest and move with it, react quickly. Spontaneity. Okay, quick reflexes, lightning reflexes, there you go. I'm curious now. Okay, so for love, be willing to express love to receive love. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Yeah. And clearing out the clutter. Being, bend like tree, flexible. Working on yourself. Clearing out the clutter. Making room. And then embodying a love vibration. Calls in positive things to fill that gap. And I'm still hearing bend like tree. Ah, that's right. Part of being flexible is to be grounded, to be anchored. Because if you don't have a good center, it's really hard to be flexible. Just like bending with bending like a tree. Tree has the roots. It anchors them, it grounds them. The trunk is stable, the trunk holds still. But the branches, the leaves, they sway, they bend, they flex. So they sway up top, but they're anchored below. Security, yeah. Anchored in truth. Yeah. You have vision, you have sight, you know what's truth, what's honest, what's authentic. But to be anchored enough to clear things out, good things happen, positive things happen. Joyous, I'm hearing joyous. Apparently we're being particular with words, but that's okay. Okay, so for career, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it just feels like with work, there's not too many opportunities for things that to be different. I'm hearing same old, same old. So, no curveballs this month, per se. Okay. And finances, odd jobs. Consider creating multiple streams of income. Second job, odd job. Freedom is more important for financial security. Sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it does not lead to a career. Okay. And some of you, maybe there's no opportunity because you literally quit your job. for your own self-betterment, because you knew that was the best thing to do. Because what I said at transition job, that stuck out. Okay. Others, you realize you're not where you need to be or where you want to be. So for that, and there's not enough opportunity for more income, but you have more bills. So just to manage things, you're being flexible. You're not cutting the corners, but I'm hearing clipping coupons. You're making it work with what you got. Bend like a tree. All right, advice. We have the World in the reverse and the Fool, which is kind of an oxymoron, because the World is an ending and the Fool is the beginning, but we have the World in the reverse. So unended things and new beginnings. Learning to start again. So it brings me back to those that lost a job or quit a job, that need a, I'm hearing, fill gap. Just because things end doesn't mean it's an end, or just because things seem incomplete doesn't mean that new things, better things can't happen. It doesn't mean that life itself ends. No, it just means there's room to grow. Because I mentioned this earlier, when we remove things, it leaves a gap, but greater things can come on in. Breathing new life. Okay. You just have to be flexible. Yeah, bend like a tree. So this is where that self-assurance comes in. You being rooted. Sway up top, grounded below. Okay. This is definitely a switch. Covered quite a bit for October, so let's see what November is like for you. We have time for a nap. Yes, yes we do. I would love to. Come to the edge. On the brink. Yeah, on the brink. Come to the edge. All right, working on things. Yes, make sure you do get the proper rest, please. Don't exhaust yourself, but the effort that you're putting in it does have you at a certain threshold. It brings you to a brink of some sort. No, they like the word threshold better. Okay. For some odd reason, I just heard topsy-turvy. So I don't know if that's your sleep schedule is all topsy-turvy. Are you in need of a nap because your days have become nights, your nights have become days, you're working too hard, pushing yourself literally to the brink to accomplish something? Let's see what else is here. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Well, if you're just staying up and engaging with others or romantic interest a lot of the time, yeah, you might want to take better care of yourself for sleep and find that balance. Especially if you have a new love interest or a new relationship. It's that honeymoon stage. You want to be there all the time, and you will exhaust yourself doing so. And it does throw your world for a spin, topsy-turvy. Okay. Career. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Six of Wands. Yeah. The Six of Wands in the reverse. And the Strength card. Yeah, things are looking up in the career department. To the brink. You're almost to that threshold. You don't have victory yet, but you've been pushing yourself. Literally going at it. Persistence right here. It's Strength card. You've been working at it. Remember to rest properly. And that does explain the topsy-turvy as the days and nights, nights and days. Your sleep schedule's out of whack. Your eating schedule's probably all out of whack too. Now here, yes it is. And look at that. We have the health card for finances. Some situations that need some resolution will be resolved and healed. Consider careers in medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work. It's time to replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what's next. Yeah, time for a nap. As much as you might be making money, and that's good. That means your bank account is healthy. It does have stuff in it. However, there's always the payoff, the sweat exchange, as we call it, because we give energy out in exchange for money on this planet. So don't jeopardize your health just for that. Retail. If you have an idea in mind, this is giving you a sign, giving you the green light that there is a need for it. Consider careers in retail or e-commerce, whether they're goods or services. Save time and energy and add positive income taking your business online. Okay, I'm hearing old school. Okay, so maybe you're going about something the wrong way. For work, you doing a lot of legwork. Oh, okay. For example, what do I mean by that? Like for work, you may be working hard and whatnot, but you're exhausting yourself because you're physically going to meetings. Can't you do a Zoom meeting? Why not do it online and do a Zoom meeting and have everyone there without actually having to go anywhere? You can literally sit at your desk. Just a way to replenish your energy. I'm not sure why that's coming through, but advice. We have the King of Cups in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah. When things don't seem to ever be progressive in the right way and don't add value, it's sometimes easiest to disconnect from what you know, even though that's a difficult concept because, well, what's tried and true is best. But when we disconnect from what we know or the same way we've done things, especially if it's draining us and isn't giving us quite the success we want. Maybe sometimes Ace of Wands, it's time to be a little inventive and try something new instead. Just like the comment I made about the meetings. If you're doing all the legwork, running across town, going over here and over there, because you have meetings all day long and they're not coming to you, you're going to them. Why not just do a Zoom meeting? You can do back-to-back meetings and never have to leave your office. It's a different way, but it's better than the old tried and true. Yes, there's something to be said for having a face-to-face conversation and having people in the same room, but Zoom's still face-to-face. You're just not physically in the same room. It's a video call. You can see each other. You can hear each other. You can speak to each other. You can look at each other. It's just through a screen. Different, but still effective. I'm hearing streamline. Yeah. Different way to streamline. And this would be a better way to go about this. Revamping something old into the new age, so you get a little bit of an upgrade. This helps your health. This helps your energy. And hey, you would save money that way, right? Because then you don't have to take a taxi cab anywhere. You don't have to get an Uber. You don't have to spend your own gas driving yourself somewhere. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, Aries. We're going to do December. Let's see how this year ends for you. We have blessed and community. Oh, yes. Why? Because December is the time for coming together. We exchange gifts. We have fun. We make merry. We remember what it's like throughout the entire year and the good things that happened. You know, we make resolutions and reflect at the end of the year. We see how much has changed. Come together. Yeah, how things come together or came together throughout the year. The positives. Okay. And that's the best thing to do, is to look at the positives. Don't look at everything that went wrong for the year. Look at everything that went good for the year. Okay, for love. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. Yeah, community. Have that celebration. Have that party. Go out with your friends. Have a wonderful time. It'll be fantastic. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. And for some odd reason, I'm hearing severance pay. I think I'm going to skip over that one. It's what I heard. If that pertains to you, great. I'm not even feeling a strong percentage of that. So, apparently it only applies to like 3 people. And remember, I'm reading for the collective, so I'm reading for like billions of you. In which case, you know, if you're getting a severance payout, maybe you're retiring and you get severance pay when you retire. That would be a party. That would be a retirement party. That'd be something to celebrate, and that would be fun. And that does help you in the future. You get to spend more time by yourself and with your loved ones. That would be great. Okay. Career. We have the King of Wands. Yeah. Look at you go. I'm hearing Mr. Do Right. Okay. Interesting reference, but fine. We'll keep it. But yeah, you're on top of things. Even if that means, you know, you have to use a little bit of delegation or authority to make things literally come together. Remember, we have community here. But hey, that means it's probably more peaceful at work. People are wanting to make merry. They're wanting to, you know, be on that nice list instead of the naughty list. So everyone's willing to work, pull their weight, come together, get stuff done. I like that. Okay, and finances, leadership. You're stepping into the role as a leader. You're ready. Your career will improve once you accept and step into your power. You're following the crowd in fear of putting yourself out there. And it's funny because King of Wands is a leadership card, and then this came out for your finances. That's hilarious. But yeah, you got it. You're on top of everything. You got what you need. You're managing. Your finances are good, which is great. I love the fact that you're the first Zodiac sign I've filmed so far for 2025, and you actually end with your finances being great, because like last year everyone's finances sucked. It didn't matter which sign. They all sucked by December. Everybody spent too much money or didn't have money, or so that's fantastic to leave you with that. All right, advice. We have Death, the Hangman, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you've got a change in perspective, and it's for the best reason. There's no hardship, there's no heartache, there's no stress, there's nothing to worry about. It's blessed. You feel blessed. There's good times. Things have come together, and they've come together and changed so much in a way that is pleasing. I'm hearing outstanding. Okay. They want a different word. That's fine. I'm okay with them opting for that word. Okay, Aries. That is all 12 months for you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And I do have the decks listed in the description box down below, or at least I hope I was nice enough for you to have that information if you wanted it. And if this resonated for you in any way, by all means, please give me a thumbs up. And if it doesn't, no worries. After all, I was reading for the entire collective. So do your due diligence. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.